You're listening to a Frequency Podcast Network production.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Welcome to Friday. My name is Brock.
I'm Dalby.
I would like to give a big round of applause to my slow pitch team, the Base Invaders.
The Base Invaders? Great slow pitch name.
Huge comeback win for the crew last night.
Oh, damn.
We were losing 18-6 going into the fifth inning.
You're down 12 runs in the fifth?
It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. And somehow we make a comeback.
Wow.
Finally, going into the final inning, we're down 18-14.
Wow.
Huge rally from the team. We end up winning 19-18.
Well done.
Everyone was so fired up, and I was like, I feel like we're a little too fired up here.
Well, I mean, that's a big comeback.
No, but everyone was jacked, fired up. And,
Okay.
And I was like, why are we all so, and they're like, you don't understand. This is my first year on the team.
Right.
I'm like, you don't understand. This is our first win in 2 years.
First game win in 2 full years?
Yeah, I'm the new one on the team, so I had no idea about this. And I was like, damn, you guys have been coming out for 2 years just taking L's like this?
Brother, you signed up to play for the Washington Generals of local slow pitch.
But you know what I love? Is I've said it before, I'm not serious about my sports that I play anymore.
True, yeah.
The first 2 games of the season that I played, everyone's been having so much fun. Last night, we had just as much fun winning there.
Amazing.
And you know what we did? We had a nice celebratory beer after the game.
Yeah?
Everyone chatted.
Get into one?
And then we went home. It was like an adult Disney movie, man. That's what it felt like.
Was there a moment when you guys were down, what would you say it was, 18-6? Was there a moment where somebody brought the team together, gave a little speech, a little motivation? Hey, we're still in this. We can still do this.
No, not really. There was one girl that was drinking wine on the bench, and that kind of
got everybody motivated.
everyone was like, "Yeah, I'll start drinking too."
This is it's like an adult Disney sports movie, but it takes place in the Trailer Park Boys universe. You know what I'm saying?
I think it wasn't until we realized that we had time to finish the last inning, and someone was like, "We're only down by 4," and everyone was like, so you're saying there's a chance?
So you're saying there's a chance. I also do love to add to the Disney movie vibes. It sounds like this team's been together for a while. And then all of a sudden, this mysterious new kid comes to town with his wispy mustache, and you lead them to their first victory.
Listen, I went 1 for 5 last night.
Never mind. I take it back.
I had nothing to do with any. I scored 1 run, and that's about it. I wish I could sit here and be like, "You're right, Dalby."
I tried to say that you could do it.
My 4 pop flies didn't help any cause last night.
You know what, though? You kept coming up to the plate, and that's the kind of motivation this team needs.
Hey, those 3 Michelobes probably help some vibes, you know?
The Brock and Dalby Podcast. Is it real? Is it fake? Do we even care? Let's find out.
I was reading this interesting list that in different countries, movies have different titles based on translation and stuff like this, laws, whatever. So I want to do a real or fake here on the show.
Oh, God.
I'm going to give you a movie, and I'm going to give you the alternate name in a different country, and you tell me if it's real or fake.
So you're going to give me the actual name as we would know it, and then the alleged translation. That's where I got to guess.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I've seen some stories about these. Sometimes the translation gets messy.
Ghostbusters in China is known as the Superpower Dare Die Team.
Superpower Dare Die Team? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's such a crazy word salad. I have trouble believing you made it up, so I'll say real.
That is real. That is what they call Ghostbusters in China.
It does feel like a lot of shows that come from Asia over here and get translated, that feels like those names.
Another one from China is American Pie, is known as American Desperate Man. Real or fake?
I'll say this. If it's real, I'm pumped, but I think it's fake.
That is fake. It's actually American Virgin Man.
Which is so much better.
Another one from China here, The Sixth Sense. We know the famous Bruce Willis movie.
Okay.
The movie in China is called He's a Ghost.
Spoiler. Yeah, I'll say real.
That is real. That's what they called it. Yeah, if you went to go see the movie, you're like, okay, I guess I know how this ends.
Hey, do you guys want to go see He's a Ghost later? I wonder how it's going to end.
In Thailand, the water boy is called Dumb Guy Plays Football. Real or fake?
I'll say fake.
That one is fake, but it is called Dimwit Surge's Fourth.
Surge's fourth is wild.
Of course, you know the movie Free Willy?
Oh, yeah, with the whale.
In China, they call it a very powerful whale runs to heaven. Spoiler alert, too.
Yeah, I'll say real.
That is real.
That's incredible.
Austin Powers, the spy who shagged me. In Malaysia, they call that Austin Powers, the spy who does dirty things with women. Real or fake?
Let's say real.
That is fake.
Oh!
It is actually Austin Powers, the spy who behaved very nicely around me.
What? That doesn't make any sense. That's crazy.
All right, we'll do a couple more here. Airplane in Germany is known as the unbelievable trip in a wacky aeroplane.
Yes, please be real.
That is real. Jaws in France is known as the teeth from the seas.
The teeth from the seas? Real.
That is real.
Yes.
And finally, I know one of our favorite movies is Evil Dead: Army of Darkness.
Amazing movie.
In Japan, they call it Captain Supermarket.
Oh, because he works at Shop Smart, Shop S Smart. Please don't be pulling my leg. Please be real.
That is real.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is real. And if you've never seen Captain Supermarket before, you have to watch that movie this weekend.
This is my boomstick.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
There's a lady that's gone viral online as she has questioned why men's restrooms are not designed with greater privacy spaces.
I mean, yeah, you've got the stalls and then, well, yeah, you've got the urinals all just kind of jacked together, but...
Yeah, it's usually maybe like 3 stalls, 3 urinals, or like 1 stall, a urinal kind of type thing,
Yeah.
right? Like right there. She has to redesign this bathroom, so if you can picture in your mind, if you can't see the photo right now, so you go, the back wall has got the sink. Then on each end there, you've got urinal, then you've got stall, then you've got urinal, and then you've got stall, and you've got urinal, and you've got stall.
So instead of grouping all the urinals and all the stalls together, you're splitting them up. And then is the idea that the walls of the stalls provides privacy to the people using the urinals?
That's exactly it. It's more of an open layout with separated sections and enclosed areas. And this has gone viral online with a lot of people liking it, a lot of people hating it. I don't know if I'm a fan of it, to be honest.
I don't hate it, if I'm being honest. My least favorite thing about having to use a public my least favorite thing about having to use a public washroom is having to use a public washroom. But my next least favorite is the way that, like, you have to do that guy math when you go up to the urinal of, like...
Leaving the open one?
Okay, there's 4 urinals, and there's a guy on urinal number 2, so I'm obligated to go to number 4, and then if somebody else comes in, he's going right between the 2 of us.
Yeah, but hear me out. The way that this is laid out of, like, urinal stall kind of type thing, it's just... Do you really want to be going in between 2 people that are dropping a deuce? Like, does that make it any better? Like,
I mean, I would prefer the walls are there so none of us have to see each other. We can acknowledge that we're there by just knowing the sounds. But, like, I would assume that nothing they're doing is going to make its way into my space if they are sitting properly.
Okay, but imagine this. You're sitting in the stall.
Sure.
Imagine how gross that floor is going. You ever been in a men's washroom before?
Yeah.
It's barren wasteland, dude.
I mean, that's solved, though, by having at least the side. I know that for, like, security and safety reasons, the door of a bathroom stall can't go all the way to the floor.
Yeah.
But the sidewalls could, right? Take the sidewalls all the way down to the floor. Now you've got sort of a pee shield from any spray or runoff from the urinals, and you're sitting in safety.
I don't know, man. It just seems like this would cost so much extra money to do in every single bathroom on top of that.
Well, retrofitting. Yeah, if you went to every bathroom and fixed it to be like this, obviously that's huge. I don't think it would be that much more expensive to do from scratch, though.
Also, I'm just going to say this. I don't need more boundaries in the bathroom. I'm not sneaking a peek, so I'm not I'm not worried. I got nothing to work with. You got nothing to look at, so I'm not worried about any of that, man.
Here's the thing. I'm not worried about sneaky eyes or anything like that. Those are old stereotypes. You're an average size fella, maybe even a little shorter than average. For people that take up a little bit more room on the side to side, There's nothing more frustrating than bumping elbows and arms with another guy who's also trying to pee.
Yeah, but now you got 2 stalls beside you. If you're an absolute unit going in there, then you got to squeeze in between both of those.
At least with the walls, they don't move, grunt, or sweat. I can wedge my way in there.
I think the men's washroom needs to go back to the men's washroom. Let's be men again. Let's not be shy. Let's not be worried. Bring back the trough.
No, absolutely.
That's how men were meant to pee.
No.
Everybody calls us pigs. Lead the pigs to the trough, baby.
Absolutely not. The trough is the worst thing that has ever happened to any public bathroom ever.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Some ladies gone viral online for redesigning the men's bathroom. If you want to see the design, text toilet to 762-555. We've got Greg on the phone. Greg, you found a real flaw in this new men's bathroom design.
When you go to reach for some S tickets and they're all gone.
Oh.
Anything you can do to refrain from having to pull up your drawers and go and find some.
Do that little waddle across the bathroom to the other stall? Yeah, you're 100% right on that, man.
There is no way you can walk normal. Everybody knows what's going on, and it's just the worst strut ever.
It is true. By separating the stalls and putting up the walls, you can no longer request some extra. Can you spare a square?
It's a cog in the machine, man.
That guy next to you could be your total worst enemy. He understands enough. He's going to send you a little handful of them, guaranteed.
All right, so for anyone who's just tuning in who hasn't seen this new design of the men's bathroom, it goes urinal, stall, urinal, stall, urinal, stall.
Alternating them instead of clustering them so that you can use the walls of the stalls as additional privacy for the urinal users.
A lot of people agree with me that, like, we really don't need the privacy, honestly.
A lot of people also agree with me that there's no need for us to all be clumped together.
I don't know. We got Marcus on the phone. Marcus, you've seen the design. How do you feel about this?
Well, I think, this girl made it right, so I don't think she has, the deep takes that we have when it comes to using a urinal.
You think as a man you have a different perspective than she does?
Well, it's the experience. Like I'm sure you guys been to concerts or, in school, especially as a kid, you're going to the washroom at the urinals beside your buddies, at the concerts too, the urinals are usually stocked as well, and
it's like a camaraderie thing, right?
It is. It 100% is. And now, seeing the urinals and beside a stall like that, you're secluded from everyone. I
don't want to be included with everyone. That is not. Listen, if you're at a concert, you've got the aisles, you've got the floor, you've got the seats, you've got the concessions. There are so many places that you can bond and have camaraderie. When we've got to drain the beers, I don't need this to be a group activity.
Man, some of the funniest conversations I've ever had have been in the men's washroom.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, it's because everybody's awkward in there.
No, it's the fellas that are awkward that aren't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, I have no problem going when there's guys there. I mean, I think it helps too. Actually.
It helps? That's a crazy take.
Hey, I'll agree with what you're saying. There's nothing like standing at the urinal trying to pee and seeing another guy and be like, we're both in the same boat right now.
That's weird. I will go to my grave. It is weird to be like, I was struggling to pee until you got here.
You don't understand Brotherhood, man.
Apparently not.
It's a real thing, I swear.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
Big news for CFL fans, though online there's still debate as to whether it's big good news. Did you hear that they signed a new streaming deal with DAZN?
Oh, so they're not on TSN anymore?
They are still on TSN. They've signed a couple of new deals. So they renewed their deal, as far as I can tell, with Bell. They made a big announcement yesterday, and it sounds like they'll be getting good money. That'll be going a lot to the teams, it seems, this time.
Well, the teams need money, so yeah.
That's great news. But it does mean Bell will be doing less games because they've signed an exclusive deal with DAZN, all Saturday evening games, 7 p.m. Eastern games, are going to be exclusive only on DAZN.
I am so sick of streaming services, dude.
Yeah,
it's
man.
like, especially as a sports fan right now, you have to have so many different packages. It's almost more of a pain in the ass than when you had cable back in the day at this point.
Honest to God. And like, if you don't know DAZN, they started as a big like soccer place. It's where you go. If you're a soccer fan, you've got DAZN.
And then they have the NFL in Canada,
They've got the NFL. They've picked up a lot of boxing, MMA stuff is on there as well. The thing is, it's like $30 a month, and I don't even think you can do monthly. I think you got to do annual subscriptions.
Well, and you want to know the thing that sucks about DAZN, and I mean just like any streaming service now, is me and my buddy used to split one, but now it's like if more than two people are watching at the same time, it'll boot each other off or whatever. Like we used to split Sportsnet, we used to split TSN. You can't even save a couple bucks anymore.
No, and again, they're driving people. If you're a CFL fan, especially, get this, Saskatchewan Roughriders, probably one of the strongest fan bases in sports, but especially in the CFL.
For sure.
3 of their first 5 and 7, I believe 7 total games are exclusive to DAZN this season.
I understand what the CFL is trying to do because they need money. This has been a thing for years, but this is how you alienate people from not watching the Canadian Football League, by making them spend more money.
That's just it. And I mean, it's tough to say, but for the CFL specifically, there's not even a lot of illegal streams that you can jump on if you want to try and circumvent.
So true.
Because the game's not, I hate to say it, and I know CFL fans going to get mad, the game's not popular enough for people to pirate it yet.
As a CFL fan, you're honestly not wrong on that.
And it's just part of the broader problem that you talk about sports. Like, you're an NHL fan. You watch so many games in a year. How many apps does it require for you to watch all of the hockey games?
Well, you need Sportsnet and you need TSN, and then you also need Prime because there's a select amount of games that are on there too. But then it's like sometimes randomly I'll get blackouts on Sportsnet and TSN, and I don't understand why.
Crazy to think you could pay for 3 separate streaming subscriptions and still not end up being able to watch your favorite team play a game.
And then I'm watching like some sketchy online stream that buffers like every 2 minutes or
constantly
something.
Refreshing. Not that either of us would actually know. That's a hypothetical situation.
Yeah.
As Rogers employees,
of course,
we would never.
I would never. I would never go to crackstreams or methstreams.com just in case anybody's looking.
But that's the thing, man. It's like streaming was supposed to be what freed us from the shackles of cable. We were all pissed because our cable bills were like $100 to $200, and you had all these channels you didn't even watch because all you wanted was the hockey game and maybe some Food Network in the dead of night. And streaming was supposed to free us from that. But now you got to have a Disney Plus, you got to have a Netflix, you got to have Amazon, Paramount Plus, Crave, DAZN, TSN Plus, Sportsnet Plus, Apple TV if you want that one baseball game every 6 months that the Blue Jays are in. It's stupid.
You know, they used to say that if you quit smoking cigarettes for a year, you could afford to buy a boat. If you quit streaming services, imagine the boat that you could have, guys.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
It's time for Brock and Dalby's Draft.
All right, we're going to do a draft of the worst customer service jobs because we were talking about how flight attendants are starting to wear pins saying, "Don't touch me." And we both agreed that flight attendant has got to be one of the worst customer service jobs. So it's off the board.
Because it inspired the draft. But to be fair, I do have my draft board. I don't think I would replace anything that I've got with flight attendant. And I did get first overall pick. And I think I have to take what is to me the most obvious one, was working fast food.
Yeah.
Working the counter at a fast food place. The entitlement that people have either standing there holding up the whole line, staring at a menu board that hasn't changed in 20 years.
Dude, working late night at a fast food place, God bless you.
Coming in demanding discounts or expecting things for free. It's just, the people suck when they get into a fast food.
You don't get paid enough to deal with any of it.
Yup.
You know, flight attendant is off the board, but with my number one pick, I'm going to go with airport gate agent.
Ooh.
You face large crowds of stress, stranded travelers. Their flight is delayed. They're looking at you like it's your fault the entire time, and you have to enforce the policies regarding whether it's baggage or missed flights or the weather. Like, you have no control over anything. You're literally just a body standing there just taking it from people.
It is so funny that people will yell at the gate agent as if like the company makes the tickets and the policies and, like you said, the weather, like all these other things. You have no control. You're just there to tell people they can go on the plane. but somehow you did it all.
I have no power. I'm wearing this stupid outfit. I don't get paid enough for this is what I'd be feeling.
Round 2, I'm going to take big box retail stores. I think you're like your Walmarts or any of those kinds of big stores. The people that come in already have low thoughts of the people who work there. It's like everybody who works at a Walmart works for that one person specifically. They'll start barking orders. And again, people are just trashy in those places. Like everybody in there is just sucks.
With my second pick for worst customer service job, I'm going to go with any job where you are like call support. Like where people have to call you, whether it's a tech support or anything like that. But if you're on the other end of the phone, your whole day, once again, is just dealing with angry, pissed off people. And your whole job is to try and help them out or be like, hey, like I can't do this because you haven't done this or whatever. And once again, people are just mad at you all day. And that's your whole job is just answering the phone for ticked off people.
Right. It's 10% fixing problems and 90% therapist that you're not getting paid for. My third and final pick, speaking of things that you have to deal with their other people's problems, I'm going to say pharmacist, I think is one of the worst jobs to have to deal with people. One, again, the entitlement, people being demanding. Stuff takes time. We don't just have your prescription ready to go at all times. We've got to put that stuff together, make sure things are measured out in proper dosages. Also, having to have full-on conversations with random people about all the gross things about themselves is never fun.
And there's a good chance you're probably going to get sick, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
With my final pick for worst customer service job, I'm going to go with gas station or convenience store clerk.
Yeah, man.
I mean, just the people that you have to deal with, some very interesting cats coming through there.
Yep.
Another job that if you're working the overnights there can get pretty dicey. And then just alone, like, having to hear Winter Gagnon
over and over again
all day. Anybody who's ever worked at a convenience store or gas station, you know your regulars too, right? Oh yeah, hey, maybe this guy comes and gets his next original or whatever, but then you see the guy coming and you're like, he's got 15 scratch tickets. No.
He's got the little zip up pouch. Looks like your old high school pencil case, but it's full of lotto tickets.
Yeah.
And you just like, well, there goes my whole day.
Oh, yeah, that job sucks.
All right, my top 3. I've got fast food employee, I've got big box retail employee, and I've got pharmacist for worst customer service jobs.
Number 1, I got airport gate agent. Number 2, I've got any job where you're like call support. And coming in at number 3, I've got gas station or convenience store clerk.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I'm very proud to announce that your boy catching a W here in the draft of the worst customer service jobs of all time.
I went a little mainstream. You had some great sleeper picks that resonated with the audience, including Robin, who says, I have done all the jobs Brock picked.
God bless you. We got someone on the line. What's something you think we missed on both of our lists?
Not personally myself, but friends, family. My mother was a hotel receptionist at a Holiday Inn one time, and I've heard the nightmares both from her friends and other friends that work there.
I just even think having to deal with like families on road trips that are already going through their own thing and then they're putting it on you now, you know?
Yeah, well, hockey mom sometimes.
Dude, just even dealing with a hockey team in a hotel? Honestly. Oh my God.
Yeah.
As a kid that tormented a lot of hotels playing hockey growing up, I sincerely apologize.
Similar one that I saw texted in, someone said lifeguard is an awful customer service job. And I had to think about it for a second, and I was like, yeah, I guess keeping kids from drowning is technically customer service.
That's a tough one. Receptionist was texting in a lot there.
Yeah, man.
A lot of people saying working like public transit. Oh my gosh. I know we've talked about this before, but having to deal with all the people that ride the bus.
Dude, being a train driver would be so much better. You get to close the door. Being the bus driver, most people don't even thank the bus driver anymore.
Not even like city bus too. Like city bus is a tough job. Yeah. But even imagine being like a Greyhound bus driver or something.
Yeah, man. Any of those long distance hauls and you're just dealing with some interesting folk, to say the least.
A few people texted in mascot. Few people texted in stripper as well. Money's pretty good for the last one, though. I'll say that.
The money makes up for whatever you might have to deal with.
Although someone just texted in and said working at Costco has got to be the worst customer service job of all time.
I will say, similar, and I hate that I'm about to say this, similar to stripper, The money's pretty good at Costco.
I've heard good benefits,
They
too.
take really good care of their employees, but have you ever been in line at a Costco and wanted to trade places with the person scanning the groceries?
It's never not busy there.
Right.
If you're working at the checkout, that's got to be insane. Even like if you're working in the back making all the rotisserie chickens, I wonder how many they go through a day, or the food court itself.
The food court, having to be that person that's just constantly being harassed by people yelling, "Where's my hot dog?" They'll call out the number, like 5 people will somehow come up, and it's like, you know that's not for you. Sit your ass in the back and wait for your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Having to deal with people at Costco, they deserve to be paid what they're paid.
I hate having to deal with people at Costco, and I don't even work there.
This is the Brock and Dalby Podcast.
I didn't think that we would have a week where we had 2 toothbrush scandals, but earlier in the week, I think it was Texas Tuesday, someone asked hot versus cold water for your toothbrush.
I'm a hot water guy, and this shouldn't be a scandal. You shouldn't judge me for what I do with my toothbrush.
No, I do. I absolutely do. And now, not only me, but a lot of people are judging. You know, Philadelphia Phillies first baseman Bryce Harper.
Oh, great baseball player.
Great baseball player. Bit of a head case. That didn't get any better when he posted a video of him like getting ready his like morning routine.
Okay.
Including this video of him brushing his teeth.
Okay.
And you can see, so he grabs the toothpaste here.
Oh, and he puts it to his mouth.
Just not onto the toothbrush.
Oh.
Like everyone is taught in grade school.
That's a new move I've never seen before. So he grabs the bottom of the toothpaste, squeezes it onto his tongue?
Yeah, and then uses it almost like a paint palette, like how you would squirt paint and then dab in to paint your picture.
Yeah.
He dips his toothbrush into the now pile of toothpaste on his tongue. Brush, dab, which feels like a lot more work than it needs to be.
And let me guess, the internet is very upset about this?
Dude, it's gotten to the point where people are so enamored or confused by what he's doing.
It's a weird move, I'll say that.
That he just went 1 for 9 in a 3-game series against San Diego, and the first questions that the media had for him was about his toothbrushing.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I will say, does it not seem like a more efficient way of like spreading the toothpaste around? I mean, like you got it on your tongue and you go from there. Like,
I guess like I see what you're saying of like having a base to work with, but dental professionals have come out because that's how big this is dentists have had to make a statement.
This is ridiculous.
Saying that it's inefficient to do it that way and that you should just put a small amount on your toothbrush and then the brush will spread it out for you as long as you're brushing all your teeth. I don't like the idea. I think the thing that weirds me out the most is you ever try to hold something on your tongue for a while? Like just having that glob of toothpaste on your tongue while you're brushing and like trying not to swallow it.
I think the only thing that bugs me about this is if I was sharing the toothpaste with Bryce Harper.
Dude, I don't know if he's got a missus or roommates or whatever, but like imagine walking into the bathroom and you see Courtney sucking on the toothpaste tube like a straw.
Yeah, I don't like that sentence.
That's your toothpaste now. We're not sharing that anymore.
I feel like that's the kind of thing that you can only get away with if you're like a little kid having a sleepover, you know, and you forgot to bring your toothbrush. Yeah.
I do also now like the idea of like if you're getting to know someone, whether it be a roommate or a partner, just another question you have to ask them is, how do you put the toothpaste in your mouth?
Yo, I don't know when the Phillies are playing Toronto, but if you go to that game, call this guy a toothpaste sucker. That's a great chirp.
I don't know why, but that feels really offensive.
Yeah, it does.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
All right, we are wrapping up video game impressions here this week. We felt like, you know, we obviously had to use Mario at some point.
Oh, yeah.
But it's Friday, and we want to hear you.
Yahoo!
Yahoo! All right, so we got a bunch of Yahooers on...
Just a bunch of Yahoos.
on our text line. I worded that almost got dangerous. If you're not one of them, that does make you a judge. So 762-555, please judge accordingly here.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see some of the fellows with deep voices.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Here.
It's one of those impressions. Like everybody knows the Mario sounds, but like, can you physically get up there?
All right, let's see what our first one's got here.
Morning, guys. This is Brendan. We'll see how we do.
Wow.
That's exactly what I was just saying, right?
What a jump.
Okay, that's a good one. We got Jake.
Hi, this is Jake, and this is my Mario impression. Yahoo!
None of these guys sound like their voices can go that high. That's amazing. No name on this one.
Yahoo! Yahoo! Buddy!
Do you say Yahoo, buddy?
That sounds like someone jumping an ATV.
Yeah. That's the Canadian version of Mario. Okay, we got Amanda here.
Yahoo!
That's good.
That's good too. I feel like everybody can do this impression.
It's a fairly safe one.
We got Derek.
It's me, Mario. Yahoo!
Not bad.
That's
Not
good.
bad.
We got Heather.
Hi, this is Heather. Yahoo!
That's good too.
That almost sounded like Toad. The super high.
And we got Jay here.
Hey, my name is Jason, and this is my impression of Mario.
Yahoo! Wow!
A little extra flair in there.
The Yahoo is good, and that is what we're being judged on. But that Mario dying sound was real good.
I want to give a round of applause to everyone, and I'm sorry if we didn't play yours. There's like 300 Yahoo voice memos coming in here, but we only have so much time. I like Brendan and Jake in the last one. I like the first two and the last one the best, in my opinion.
I'm trying to separate because the last one was the best one, but because he added more stuff in, right? Like the whoa,
That
which I
adds a
can't
little
even
flair
do.
to you.
But that's not what we asked for. So can you give bonus points for it?
What do the people think, though?
So far, it was a lot of Jake texts until you played Jay, and now it's Jay, the last one. Click the last guy. Jay wins. Jay was the best.
All right, we'll give it to Jay then. Ding, round of applause and $100 in Lotto Max tickets. A big for you, my friend.
Hey, my name is Jason, and this is my impression of Mario.
Yahoo! Wow!
So spot on.
Hopefully you have more of a Yahoo kind of weekend and less of a...
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
The Brock and Dalby Podcast.
As the weekends, we remember all the things we talked about. Let's recall all the dumb things that happened in the world. Man, hard to believe the week is coming to an end. A round of applause to all you beautiful, sexy people for surviving here. There's a lot that we talked about here if we run through it, man.
Yeah, if you look back at our bad week in review, there's definitely going to be stuff on this list that you forgot happened.
I mean, things like we learned how greasy the Macarena is as a song.
Yeah, the meaning behind that song is darker than I ever thought.
It's actually about a thruple. We learned that there are over 700,000 hot dogs in everybody's day if you really thought about it like that.
It's a timing issue, but it does make sense if you choose to live that way.
NASA's building a base on the moon, and we don't understand why.
Nope, not a clue.
Apparently, men should read more because it's actually sexy.
Super hot.
We talked about the new design for the men's bathroom this morning. The fact that movies have way better names in China than they do in North America.
Honestly, they've got something figured out there.
There's a landlord that was laying pipe while his tenants were out of town, if you remember that.
The landlord was supposed to be removing dead birds from the attic. Instead, he was giving a lesson on the birds and the bees on camera.
That reporter had bars for that story.
Pants off, shoes on, goes in the kitchen to make a sandwich.
Crazy move.
The Italian herb and cheese chips, of course.
Yeah.
There's a seniors home that's got a dynasty going.
Yeah, we bowling champions, baby.
Everybody hates the Vegas Golden Knights, apparently.
Right.
There was that volcano meteor.
Yeah, the end of the world is coming. We just glossed over that.
Apparently flyers are disappearing, and then, of course, a cop made hands down the worst mistake, trying to tell a woman with a missing right hand that she had her phone in her hand.
Yep.
And we got this great clip.
Did you not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone in your
I
hand.
did not.
Hand to God, you didn't have your phone in your hand.
Hand to God.
If you haven't seen the video, she raises her stub going hand to God.
I got no hand to God. Sorry, I got no phone.
Did I miss anything?
Well, I mean, you did miss the part where you said you were going to kill a baby.
When did I say that?
See, and I knew you would deny it, and that's why I came with the receipts from Would You Rather Wednesday.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do to an Andre the Giant 7 foot 500-pound baby?
All I gotta do is like climb up there and find the squishy spot on the top of his head.
Whoa!
All right.
Whoa!
Hey, you're talking about taking a giant baby. First off, that was a hypothetical. What was it? Would you rather fight 10, 12-year-olds or a giant-sized baby?
Yeah, that's right. Fight or fight. You immediately went to murder.
I didn't say I would murder. I just said to get him to take down. This is the problem with the media and the fake news and the headlines and the clickbait. The way you worded that sounds really bad compared to how it was.
Sorry, the way I worded you saying you'd go for the soft spot on the baby's head?
You're the problem why people don't believe the media anymore.
Shame on you for murdering babies.
Stop that. Someone just tuned into the radio and that's all they heard.
Want to be a part of the podcast?
Leave a message on the Bad Line.
The Bad Line is the answering machine for the Brock and Dalby Show.
To get the number, text the word BAD to 762-555.
Thanks for listening to the Brock and Dalby podcast.